Okay, so we are continue to working on the legs and the wing. Um, we'll do the same thing. That's just trace. We'll start from the wing. So that's start tracing the wing. I will maximize the view so that it's easier for you to see where the wings are. I will start roughly trace the wing. Okay. And then make sure the point goes back to the first point, so it's a closed curve. Okay, so I'll do the same thing for the other wing. Again, make sure the line is closed. So we have two wings. We'll make it, we just need to extrude them later to give it a thickness, but we'll do it very slightly. But before doing that, let's start doing the legs. So let's do the legs from the top view. Make sure your snap's turned off. I don't want the line to snap to something else, but let's briefly just draw some from the body to draw the legs. Make sure every joint on the legs you have a control point. So do the same thing, start from inside. If you do something wrong, you can undo. Okay, so the last one. So the thing is, right now those three legs, they are from the plan view. In the elevation, they are perfectly flat. There should be different heights. So what we want to do is we want to adjust the control points to make different heights. So you will select all the three of the three legs together, and then click control points on right here. Click on that, you will see a bunch of control points. So that's select the last one for all the three legs, and then go to your right view and just simply move it down. Let's move down to like here. Again, this whole thing is really up to you, so you will decide the amount yourself. There is no like rule how much you should move. Just try to make things looks right. So I will just move three of them one by one, and then that looks much better. I guess I'll move this one a little bit lower too. Okay, and then if you want to get out from the control points, just hit escape. So there's no control points right now. I think I want to move the whole leg down a little bit more. So I'll go again. You can select in the top view and then go to your right view and go down. Maybe that's too much. Okay. Okay, so let's start with the legs. The legs, you can do the command pipe again, and then give them the start and the end different radius, so it will look like a leg. So let's type in pipe. So the start is really from the inside. Let's type in 0.2, and the end typing 0.005. I'm sorry, instead of doing that, that's huge, right? You want to do the start will be 0.02 and the end will be 0.005. So right now you can see different width for the legs. I'll do the same thing for 3 of them. 0.002, 0.02, and 0.005. Okay, and then the last one. Okay, so that seems about right. And because when you draw the line, you use this one, the polyline, that gives you a like joint-like feeling to the model. Okay, so you don't have to do it on the right side, we'll just mirror the whole thing, but before that we want to extrude the 2 wings. So just type in extrude curve, select the 2 wing, and then I don't really know what's the thickness, it's so tiny, I would just eyeball it, right click, and then I prefer to eyeball it just to see a really small thing thickness. Click on that. Okay, so before we do the mirror, I want to move the wings up, maybe not that high, more like this, and then I want to make the wings seems like they are open 45 degree. Typing rotate, and then you can either turn on the snap or not. I prefer not to for this point. At this point, select your base point. You can turn on your ortho or not, it's up to you, and then select the end, and then you can make it go more like this. Okay, so finally we just mirror it. Mirror, and then at this time we have to turn on the snap and ortho. Click on center and midpoint, so you will see the midpoint for the head. Use that as a reference and just copy. I think the leg is, some of the legs is not selected. Let's go back and make sure everything is selected this time. Okay, so that's, here you have your dragonfly. I think at the last part you can either to make a shape to enclose it. I think at this point I'm just gonna do the same thing for the planar curve to close it. You can, if you type in J for join, here is saying two surface become a closed poly surface, that means it's solid. If it's not saying closed, that means there's some hole somewhere, you have to find out. But let's see for your dragonfly. Let's try to see from the render view. So I think for your assignment, just the eye, you have to do the mirror. Let's do it from the top view. Okay. So for your assignment, I think ideally, no matter what kind of shape or form you are doing, the simple rule is just you have to draw a bunch of sections on the side and then loft them eventually, and then finally you will merge all the surface together, become a solid body. So this is one way to do it. You can do it from the section and the floor plan, and then do the C section. Or if you want a different, if you have a lot of details on the side, you probably have to draw some of the section by yourself. But anyway, that's the simple rule. Okay.